Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Worldwide History of History. Now, this is part 2 of Nara Dreamland, A Lost Treasure. So, if you haven't watched part 1, there will be a link below for the video for part 1. Now, let's begin. Part 2, today. So for the second part of the video, we are going to see what Nara Dreamland looks like today. Now, here is the layout of the park. Now, another similarity that I forgot to cover, or I meant to leave out until this part, was the shape of the park's land. Now, the park is just like Disneyland in this kind of circular kind of shape. It's got this kind of it looks like a wheel. It's round almost like a wheel. So basically, it was not only was the attractions not only were the attractions of the park very similar to Disneyland, but also the layout of the park. So let's begin. Now, of course, we begin here at the train station, which was sadly completely demolished. Only very little is left of the train station other than some stairs that led up to the train station. We also see several of the fixtures that were thrown into piles. Now let's go to the main areas. Here we see the remains of what was originally Main Street. There were also originally trolley tracks, but those were sadly torn up. So as we keep going, we go to the main court, I guess you could call it. Here is at the time this aerial view is taken, one of the only remaining structures, this pool from one of the fountains. And as you can see, even part of that was destroyed. And you could tell that originally there was like a flower bed that surrounded the pool, but now it's all that's left is, just dirt. And the pool is literally littered with debris and remains from the small demolished, destroyed park. And now, of course, here is the most famous, most iconic structure of the park. This was the castle. All that's left is rubble. The castle originally had this walkway leading up to the castle. But now all that happened to that is it's littered with debris and rubble, just like the fountain. Now, if you look at the castle, it consists of the main portion, the center of the castle where the walkway leads up to, and then these two pieces that jet out from the center. Then, when you enter through that, this looks like there would have been a fountain probably there, and you'd see all the other structures around here. You see all the former structures, also that rubble. Let's go back to the Main Street area. I want to point out something about that. As you can see, there's this circular area surrounding the fountain. And then the course goes down all the way to another circular area. Now, of course, this design, this elongated hourglass, is very similar to the layout of Main Street in Disneyland. And I have to point that out because that's one of the similarities. You look over here, you look around, you'll see here's a structure that was built there for the construction crews and demolition crews, people like that. Most of the original parking lot also has been torn up, just like the trolley tracks in Main Street. And of course, literally, after entering the park, literally there are two entrances on either side of the train station. I'll try to zoom in. See right here, you can kind of see it, and it looks like they kind of went under the road. And then right here, and here's a close-up. The only surviving bit of the train station is a mound. And if you look closely, you'll see a placard that would say Nara Dreamland 1961. That still survives at the time that this video, or not this video, but this aerial view has been taken. Now, most of the parking lot has been torn up, except for a small portion that is used for what appear to be storage containers. And literally, that's how big Nara Dreamland is. Literally, look from afar. So we're going to go to some of the other parts, see what else might still be there. Now, I don't know, this little area right here was actually a part of the park, but, I'm not gonna try to, take any guesses here right now. But here is the remnants, I could tell, of the water park. You see some of the old slides. And if you look around the park, the train, and I didn't mention this either in the beginning video, the first half of the documentary, but there's actually the train, the tracks went all around the park, all around the outline of the park, see? And I know that the train tracks were also torn up. Now just look at what remains of the park. Rubble, debris, nothing left from the original structure. Here we're going to try to do a 3D view. As you can see, nothing or very little survives. Now, I don't know what they're going to do with these remaining parts, but I just hope that they try to preserve a little bit, reuse a bit. Now, of course, you look right there, you'll see the placard is still there at the time that this shot has been taken. But, who knows, it might already been removed. So, yeah. Now, here's the entrances to the park. As you can see, they still survive too. You can see where the tracks once were. You just follow the tracks, they go round and round, all around the park. In fact, a couple of videos I watched actually show, and here's the train. Here's the actual train. Is under a tarp. The train is literally under a tarp. Now, I hope they don't scrap it. I hope they do the right thing and donate it to a museum. I hope they did that. But, so that's the end of this second part and the end of this documentary. Thank you for watching this, and I hope you will enjoy. Goodbye.